What, you need some new tires? Go to M&M in Cahokia. What, are you trying to plan for your kids' future, your retirement and stuff, to protect your money? Talk to my little brother, Aaron Bachman. We trying to drink some beers or like some other non-alcoholic stuff? Talk to Four Hands. We trying to grow some fireweed at home? Talk to Tree 104. We trying to protect your business assets? Talk to Chris Sullivan, Powers Insurance. This is cologne wear called Fireweed. Do we have two sponsors? Do you know Tree 104?
I don't.
He like grows seeds for like seed banks and keeps like rare strains alive and like whatever. He does a bunch of cool stuff, but he's one of our sponsors. And there's this dude, the cannabinator.
The cannabinator?
Yeah, and he's a grower, and he won Cannabis Cup. I know not like the Cannabis Cup, but like one of them. Like, you know, they had like little offshoots and stuff.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, anyways. Weed. I was just looking at weed. There's this dispensary that was that opened yesterday, I guess. Called Freely or something in Florissant. I can't whatever, but I was looking at it and what a weird ass time, dude.
It's so weird. Like I'm originally from Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. And they just I think legalized it medicinally.
Yeah.
So my brother immediately got his, and he's been growing like 14 to like 25 plants.
Wow.
So he's just like distributing it himself now too.
Dude. That to dispensaries?
Yeah, he's starting to get there. Like,
really?
Yeah, originally he moved to like Oregon and he was working on like a farm there. Mm-hmm. But it was like some backwoods shit.
Yeah.
Where like people were getting like beat up and then they were talking about like killing people and stuff like that. It was like the Wild West up there for like weed.
Really?
Yeah.
Right on. I was like, man, it's different than it was in the past a little bit with weed, that like how decriminalized it is. But I'm sure, I mean, if you're dealing with like huge grows,
oh yeah,
people want that bread.
Oh yeah,
and they're gonna come try to get it. Anyways, dude, there was this cop. There was like, I was thinking about this, dude. So I was looking at this picture. It was mostly like white people in a parking lot in Florissant. They all look like middle to like older age, right?
Yeah.
And they're standing around like at this like open house for the dispensary, and there was like this old cop standing there with his arms crossed, and I was like, man, this dude used to like bust heads when he found a joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. And now, like, oh, there's a couple 100 pounds in this place, and they're selling it next to a state farm.
Literally, you can just walk right out and look at that cop and go, hey, that's what it is.
It's so wild. Anyways, dude, so I'm Jason. Who are you?
Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with you? Who are you?
So I'm a professional wrestler. Originally from Oklahoma, trained in Texas, and I moved up to St. Louis a few years because wrestling was booming up here.
Yeah.
And I was traveling up to Canada a bunch. So I just moved up here right in the middle so I can just do all of it.
Nice. So, you still traveling to Canada a lot?
Well, not anymore since everything shut down.
Right.
But I was going up there like once or twice a month for like a year and a half, 2 years. So,
right on.
And I was wrestling for this company called Alpha One.
Right on.
So I wrestled for them, and then you've heard of Glory Pro here?
Yes, for sure.
So yeah, I wrestled for them, and then my friend owns that.
Yeah.
So I moved up here, and then we just travel all over the place from here.
Right on Glory Pro side. I saw you were in Florida.
Yeah.
There was a tornado or something, or?
I missed all that stuff.
Okay.
So I missed all that. Me and my wife went down there. I wrestled on a Thursday, and then after that, I didn't have any other shows. So I just got really drunk, ate a bunch of Venezuelan food. And
yeah, arepas?
Arepas?
Yeah, that's like, it looks like a pita. It's like a cornmeal cake.
I think I ate that, and I had empanadas and some type of egg thing. It was good shit. I spent $40 on a food truck.
There you go. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
I feel like everything's expensive, dude. So, what do you think of St. Louis?
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I remember when I very first moved here. I didn't have a job, so I was just like, wandering around for like the first like month. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because like when's National Donut Day? Is it June? It was like
always the first Friday in June. Thank you for the plug.
It was 6 months, and I was like, man, I fucking love donuts, but I haven't heard. No one's told me about anything. So I found you guys. I stayed up all night
Okay.
until 6 in the morning,
Tight.
and then I got there, and you guys have not came out with this donut since. It was like a key lime filled donut.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, my dick's hard for this place. So I've been an avid Strange Donuts fan since then.
I appreciate it. I've been a fan of you, dude. I don't like you walked in, I was like, man, this dude's way bigger than I thought. Like you're kind of, how tall are you, dude?
6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of big.
Oh, I've been skinny for like years.
Yeah.
I've been,
You just look way in promos, and I've seen you wrestle, but I was like never been like right up with you, dude.
no, I saw you once like at a Strange thing and at a Strange Donut store, and I told my wife, I was like, oh my god, there's like the donut mobster. That's what my wife calls you. She's like, you gonna go like see the donut mobster? I'm like, yeah, he's the guy who broke the donuts here.
Dude, so what do you like? Pluses, minuses about St. Louis? What do you think, dude?
Man, I will say a plus. Coming from Austin, there's no traffic here.
Yeah,
Even like I was like, this place is fucking huge, and there's no traffic. Like in Austin, fucking, you have like an hour gap between the day to get from north to south. Here, you can go anytime. Downsides of it, I don't know.
yeah.
I lived in the ghetto for like a little bit, so that was kind of scary. And I got like messed with homeless people a lot. So I mean, but other than that, this was all good.
Yeah.
I enjoy St. Louis.
Around St. Louis is tight. So what do you think? Anything like? What do you do for fun?
So me and my wife we like to go hiking. We usually go down to like Forest Park. Like we'll get a little high, go down there, have a picnic and stuff like that. That's what me and her usually like to do. But other than that, man, I'll just like go wrestle, go train in the ring. We train at the Limp Brewery,
Yeah,
and that's terrifying.
because it's about to fall on you.
It's about to fall, and half of it fell the other like a few months ago.
Right.
I didn't know it was haunted as shit.
Oh yeah, it'll get you, dude.
Yeah, there's like secret tunnels and stuff that lead into that. One,
How far did you go in?
I didn't go in.
No.
No, I was too scared.
You're
We
spooked?
opened it, and I
Yeah.
got spooked, and I was like, we can go down there, but I need 15 people to go down there, and I got to be right in the middle.
Yeah.
Because I don't want nothing getting me. I don't want no bookers.
I have friends that go. That would go down in there. I mean, they'd find guns, they'd find people, found a body,
Found a body.
Oh yeah, dude. And the found an old gun, and took it to the police. And I can't remember exactly how it went down, but there was like bodies on the gun. Right, the gun was like used in crimes.
Yeah.
It was ditched in one of these tunnels, and my friend got the gun back at some point, and then I think it was all rusted up, and he didn't want it. So I can't remember if he said, "I just don't really care about this thing," but he wanted. Anyways, there's there's tunnels all under
Holy
that they
shit.
used. You know what they used them for?
No, I don't.
So they would just store product underneath. There was like at some point like 147 or I can't remember how many breweries. There's a ton of breweries, and there was all these tunnels underneath where they would store stuff. But there's also I found out last week from doing one of these podcasts that there's all these fallout shelters in St. Louis.
No shit.
Yeah, and they're like fully stocked, like food, provisions.
You just find them? Either they're just like around.
According
or-
to this dude, I'll send you his link. And he has all of them mapped out.
No shit.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, dude, but what do you? Yeah, man, come on, Jay Bird. All right. St. Louis, you're from you go to Canada. What do you think, dude? Canada shut down.
Dude, it sucks. I have a lot of my friends live up there, and they can't do shit. Like they're on like another 6-week lockdown. They
Yep.
can't leave the house. If they come here to wrestle, as soon as they get back, apparently they take you right to a hotel.
The government does.
Yeah, the government does, and then you just got to stay there for 2 weeks. Can't do shit.
Really? Do they pay for it?
No.
You have to pay to
I
go to
think
the
so.
hotel.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what one of my friends. Her name's Jody Threat. That's what she was saying.
Okay.
So and then they added another 2 weeks, and then apparently you can't like do like much essential shopping either. So like you're just screwed.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm trying to get a couple of them to come down here. I was like, I'll find you like a job and just live with me.
Yeah.
So
Man, it's so weird, dude. A lot of the stuff. Do you think a lot of there's like conspiracy theories and stuff, or government control?
to an extent,
Yeah.
but I'm too dumb to like, like think about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for like masks and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but like to a point, I'm just like shit, man. Once I get a vaccine, like once it's like I feel like once it is distributed, you can like have the choice to do it. I feel like that's when you're hopefully able to like open everything back up.
Right.
Because there's some people who won't take it and stuff like that. So, especially coming from Oklahoma, where I live in the nothing but rednecks. They don't give a shit about that.
Right.
Like 8 months into it, I visited my family for the first time, and I was like, "Has it changed here?" And they're just like, "Nope."
Not at all.
No, everybody doesn't wear a mask. Everyone's just still spitting in each other's mouths and doing all that
shit. That's how they greet people? Yeah. Dude, so when you came here, so like, let's just say that it's like a conservative, right? More, I mean, St. Louis is conservative, Missouri is conservative, but Oklahoma more so, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was there anything that like shocked you? For instance, right? Like I was born in England. I lived in Arizona when I was a kid. I moved here. I grew up here.
Oh, that's awesome.
I moved back to Arizona, and there was like, I remember just things people talked about, the way people dressed. I was like a little shocked, right?
Yeah.
Like at the time, it was like, girls would wear like their thong out of their pants. I don't know how old you are, but that was like a thing, right?
Yeah.
But it was like not here yet. But I went there, and it was just like things were way more free, and I was shocked by it. And I didn't realize like how conservative I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just from my surroundings. But like, is there stuff like that here, like culture shock or like?
Not really, because like my hometown's like 400 people.
Yeah.
So like, and I never traveled to like a big city or anything. My culture shock came to Austin when I moved down there, and I saw all that shit.
Yeah.
Like no one wore bras, no one dicks out, tits out, all that stuff. So when I moved up here, like I was pretty much used to it, but nothing really, man. Like I've enjoyed like living here. Like I lived here for 2.5 years, and I've enjoyed like all of it.
Right on.
Yeah.
What's important to you? You think?
What's important to me?
Yeah.
Man, most important just to me personally. What's most important to me? Man, probably just like friends.
Yeah.
And my wife.
You've got friends that you've made since you've moved here?
Yeah, I've had 2 friends that were living up here originally, and I moved up here to live with them. They let me stay in their basement. So like always like close with that. So like I'm always trying to like return the favor. Like they helped me out, so I'm just trying to help other people out. And then my wife lived in Austin at the time when I moved up here. We were just dating, and she came up here. So that's what most important to me.
Yeah.
And also too, like like we're all like wrestlers are always helping each other out. So like I always enjoy like small business things, going to like everything. And my wife's really big into that, so she always takes me like random places and stuff like that.
Do you work outside of wrestling as well?
Yeah, I work for Fit Flavors.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I know those people.
Oh,
good
yeah.
people, good food, straightforward.
Oh yeah.
Keep you big, keep you lean, whatever you want.
I don't gotta spend that much money on food no more. I haven't used a skillet in months.
Yeah.
I just use that, dude.
Getting spoiled.
I am, man.
You get to eat for free?
It's 50% off.
Yeah.
I get that, and then when food expires, I get that for free.
There you go.
So.
You deliver? What do you do there?
So I just work storefront. I'm like a manager there.
Where at?
The Brentwood location?
Yes.
I work there mainly.
All right.
Yeah. You come in there, I'll hook you up.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, I try to not get hooked up.
Really?
I swear, like, people will like see me and it sounds self-serving, but I promise it's not, dude. I'm like, but I'll go places and I go there on purpose to like give them money.
Yeah.
Especially this past year, I'm like, man, things have been hard. Let me like try to help out. Not like I have tons of money or anything like that, because I don't. But like the first time that I did this, I went to a restaurant. My brother was like, because they'll like count my meal or send me a bunch of extra stuff. I went to Fit Flavors, dude. And as a matter of fact, a few weeks ago, I bought some stuff. There was something wrong with it. Well, they were like, here, take an extra shake or something. I hope these people don't get in trouble.
No.
But they were like, oh, dude, let me give you this new shake, right? And then I said something about the food. They were like, oh, they tried to give me the food. I was like, that's why I'm here to pay. Anyways, I'm rambling. But I went to, my brother was like, you should start when you like make reservations at places, say a fake name. So, dude, I was like, Luke Phelps is like my fake name. I don't know what I go in as. Luke Phelps, because it's like my middle name and my mother's maiden name. Luke Phelps. And I went in as Luke Phelps, mask on, and I'm like, I'm here, Luke Phelps, for whatever. And then somebody was like, Jason Bachman, what's up? One of the bartenders, and and then I had to explain, like, yeah, I gave a fake name, and it was just, I was embarrassed. It sucked. It was stupid.
I'd have to leave.
Oh, yeah, it sucked,
I'm
dude.
like, fuck this, I'd have to go.
I think I ended up ordering like a cheeseburger and I dipped. I ordered a cheeseburger and I left. Anyways, and they tried to hook me up with something. But dude, what do you think more broadly? Like, what do you think's like important in the world right now?
Most important in the world right now?
Or what are you paying attention to? Maybe that's a better question.
Man, I was kind of deep into all of it, like when everything shut down, like this past year. Man, I was really like, like my wife got me into more like politics and stuff like that. And I'm not really into politics. Like, like again, I'm too dumb. I'm just a dumb wrestler who
Okay.
who just wanders around. But most important to me, man, like, just I don't know, just staying like healthy and active and just like, not really. I don't know. I kind of keep to myself a lot. So.
I don't know. Have you ever read this book or heard of a book called The Tao of Pooh?
No, I have not.
Taoism. It's explained through Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
It seems like.
I thought you were talking about poop.
No. We talked about poop on one of these things. I was like, man, everybody's going to come in here and talk about poop, which is fine. But you pooped your pants recently, dude?
Dude, last time I pooped my pants, I was 16.
Really? A blowout?
Well, I had the stomach of food poisoning, so I was puking and shitting myself at the same time.
I've done it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm bald. I put Rogaine on, right? Because I was like, man, I'm losing my hair. I'm gonna try to put some Rogaine on to keep my hair. And and then I like in conjunction with trying the Rogaine, I got food poisoning. But I was like so whacked out, throwing up, pooping my pants that I thought that and my brain started getting all crazy when you get dehydrated. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that God was punishing me for not allowing myself to go bald. I'm like, I'm gonna die like this.
Don't play God and grow your hair back.
Yeah, don't try to keep your hair. Anyways, dude. So you politics. You got into politics or tried not to. You get angry about anything?
You know what? Only time I would get angry was like when I would go back home. And then, like, my family, they're just, like, backwoods. Like, I love them, obviously. But, like, they're just, stuck in their ways, My grandpa, he hated, like, Trump and all that stuff. But then he would just, like, he would just say some, like, racist shit right under it. So he'd be like, screw Trump, racist stuff.
Right.
And then, like, he would get into, like, the politics of all the stuff that was happening. And I'm just like, man, these are just, like, everyone's just stuck 20 years ago. Nothing ever really changed.
Right.
So that was the only stuff that would, like, make me irritated at that stuff.
Right on. Do you think people assume that about you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had literally people come up to me and it's like, you're from Oklahoma? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you're way more, forward thinking. I'm like, well, yeah, I left when I was 18. I didn't stay there.
Yeah. It's crazy how we assume stuff so much about people so quick.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, you have an accent.
Oh, yeah, I got a thick accent. The more I talk, the thicker it gets.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just be a straight banjo talking to my mouth.
Dude, so you think that, like, have you had, like, presumptions about you or problems with like, confrontation or anything like that because of this stuff? Or you keep to yourself? You're a chill dude.
Man, I keep to myself. I don't really go out. It's usually always when I go back home. That's when, like, the problems start. Like, when I go back home, a lot of, like, old, high school friends, they'd come up to me like, don't you think that blah, 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 and this and that. I'm just like, no, I think that's wrong that they did that. And he's like, well, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, when, when Black Lives Matter, when that movement started and everything like that, people back home, they were just like, all lives matter. I'm like, yeah, you fucking idiot. No shit. But you know what I mean? Like, we're not treating everyone equally right now.
Right.
So I would go back home and then, I'd have to deal with a lot of that stuff. And then, like, with the whole mask situation, I wore a mask into, like, a grocery store once, and no one had one on. I walked in, everyone literally stopped and looked at me.
Yeah.
And some guy, he went,
Yeah.
He did that, and they would, like, fake cough at me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Dude, so did you go to any protests or anything like that? Or
I went to one.
Yeah.
I went to one in the middle of June, and then my pasty, I got sunburnt.
Yeah.
So
There was one that was crazy hot.
I think it was
Where
that one.
marched downtown by the...
Was it by the courthouse and
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah, I went to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid hot.
It was stupid hot. It was fun. Like, I had to, like, it was really eye-opening to go to that.
In what way?
Really stuff. Just, since coming from, like, a small town, and I never really had to deal, I never really had to deal with racism or anything like that. So I didn't really know a lot about it. You know, I knew what was going on, but going there and see all these people like hurting and really wanting to make a change, that's where I was like, oh shit, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to help make a change as much as I can.
Yeah. Have you thought of like ways that you could, or have you done anything different since then?
You know, I signed up to vote. I never voted ever in my entire life. I signed up to vote, you know, and like the most like, I don't want to like, you know, like a lot of people are like super active on social media with it and stuff. Like I try to be with it. And then I feel like some people do it just for, you know, clout, or people do it like that. So that I think that's where I get in my head, where I'm just like, well, I want to share these things. I want to help out and do that. Or I would like, you know, my wife would show me like support, like, you know, small black businesses and everything like that. So we just go do that and everything.
Right on.
So
That's what's up. I think sometimes like what you're talking about, would you feel like through posts where people you feel like are like trying to get clout, you think that like you're turned off?
yeah, I get turned off to like those people trying to do that and stuff. Like when everything very first went down, like in the summer, people would say, if you don't share this or if you don't post this, you're a piece of shit and you suck. I'm like, well, I'm a piece of shit now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or people were like, you know, you go to the protests and stuff, like, if you don't take a picture, you're a piece of shit because you didn't show your support. I'm just like, man, I just want to go, and it's not for me. I'm not going for myself to make me feel like a fucking hero. You know, I'm going for, you know, everyone else and helping out.
Right.
So
Right on.
that's where I kind of get like over it with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It seems like the you feel stuck, like you're doing what you can, everything you can, and nothing's good enough.
yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like. Like I feel like I do more, and then I'm just like, well, I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
You know. So
I've wondered recently, like, what is enough?
yeah, like you always think it's like I don't think they're ever going to be enough. You know, like you do something, and then someone's like, well, you need to do this now, or you need to do that now. I was like, well, shit, I just did this, and now like if I don't do this, I'm a piece of shit, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or I'm the problem.
Right on.
So
You seem like a dude who like I don't know, open-minded, whatever. Some of the stuff I don't even know what that means. And I've been thinking lately, dude, like, you know what, I try to think that everyone is doing the best they can with the information they have.
yeah,
Even the person who's like doing horrible things,
yeah,
right? Everybody's trying the best they can. And this is where it gets a little weird, is like to either serve themselves, because even some of that stuff, right? You're there at this march to show support because it makes you feel good, right? Contributing,
Yeah.
right? You get something from it.
yeah, absolutely.
And I'll tend to think, so I go like, I don't know about overwhelmed. There was a reason, like, so this week, right? There was 3 shootings, yeah.
Yeah,
I was in the out in the country. I came back, and I was like a day behind seeing some of this stuff happen,
oh wow, okay,
right? And there was part of it where I'm like, man, I don't know how to say this. Because I participated in all this stuff, right? I try to live my life in a way.
yeah,
It seems
absolutely.
like it seems
Yeah.
like you live your life in a way like you try to be like mindful of other people and
yeah,
obviously like contribute back to like the community that you're from, talking about supporting local businesses and
yeah,
participating in places where you think there's injustice. And I was like, man, I don't even know like where to. I was a day behind seeing this information. There was a little bit of panic
yeah,
where I'm like, if I don't, then if I don't do X, Y, Z, then
right.
right.
Like you're a day behind. You're just like, shit, if I don't post about it, say something like that, you know, like you get in your head. You feel
Right.
like you feel like a piece of shit if you don't say something, or
Anyways,
no, it's just like hard as fuck to talk about. Like,
Dude.
you know what I mean? Like I feel like talking about all that shit. Like my wife, she's super into it and stuff like that. She's like, "What's your opinion?" I was like, "I don't fucking, you know, like I'm too dumb or I can't really process like what's going on's fucked up. And I'll help any way I can. But if you're gonna give me shit about not sharing enough on Twitter. Like that's not gonna fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, sharing enough won't help.
Right on.
So.
You're pretty active on social media. What's your social media?
So on Instagram, it's the roller_coadster with a K, and then on Twitter, it's Cody One Lane.
Yeah.
So
You kept saying you're dumb. You really think you're dumb?
man, I'm pretty dumb.
Yeah. In what way you think, like, just being simple or like?
Yeah, I think since I'm I've been called I'm very docile. Like I'm just don't like I kind of keep to myself.
Yeah.
I'm not very confrontational. I like to watch confrontation. Like I love it. Like you go to a QT like at 4 p.m. You're gonna see some confrontation.
Yeah.
I kind of sit and watch.
Dude, I was just watching right before you came in here, like some of this original UFC content, right, from UFC 1. And I was, dude, do you like UFC?
Yeah. I keep up with it every now and then.
There's a fight tonight, Jake Paul and
Oh, that's tonight?
Ben Askren. Yeah,
Oh shit. Okay.
it's I don't know, they're expensive. Those fights are.
Yeah, dude. I'll bootleg.
Go
it or
bootleg it
something.
somewhere. Yeah. You know about this fight though? Jake Paul, Ben
I
Askren.
don't.
Jake Paul's the Instagram dude.
Yeah.
Knocked out Nate Robinson, the basketball player guy.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Right on. Yeah. The dude's got hands, dude. He can fight for real.
Yeah.
Do you box or do MMA or any of that other
You know,
stuff?
I did title boxing, but that's the most I'll get.
Do you think that your skill? Do you think like what you do because it's athletic as fuck?
Yeah.
Does that transfer to like you can handle yourself?
Yeah, like I've never really been in a physical altercation, like you know, I guess a real one. You know
Wow.
what I mean? So
Okay.
like, yeah, I've never been in one. So like I think it would translate, but when I started like practicing for boxing and stuff like that, like the footwork and the movement, that translated over.
Right on.
Like that and like the cardio and all that stuff, like that all stuff.
Yeah.
Translated.
Dude, do you ever want to do any of that stuff, or you're like you're good having fun?
I'm good having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get hurt enough, man.
I was just about to ask. That was one of my follow up questions. I saw a dude do a backflip onto another guy on a table from like 20 feet up at this event you were at in Florida. Mm-hmm. Have you seen people get seriously hurt
Oh yeah.
all the time?
Yeah, I've seen someone like get their arm dislocated where you see like the bone all fucked up.
Yeah.
I've seen people just get like I've seen a lot of people like just get split open.
Yeah.
Like their head just like folded over and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. One of my friends, he did like you know what a hurricanrana is, where you put their legs over their head and you backflip between them.
Yeah.
So he did that off the top rope. Mm-hmm. He hit his head. He cracked his head on like the apron
Okay.
right there, and he thought he was just bleeding a little bit.
Gushing.
So like they're like okay, it's all okay. I think they finished the match. They go to the back, and he's like, he touched his head, just pile of blood, like a pool of blood in his hand.
Yeah.
What if somebody comes up to him like, well, let me check. He pulls his hair back, his whole scalp lifts up.
He got scalped.
Yeah, and all you see is like his skull.
Oh.
Yeah.
You saw it?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I couldn't see it.
Wow, dude. Are you guys supported in that way? Like you get taken care of if you're hurt?
No, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I've been hurt quite a few times. Like I've been wrestling 6 years, and I've been hurt more than fucking I should have.
Yeah.
You know, the worst one was I dislocated my elbow in Louisiana, and like I dislocated it, and it was in front of like I wrestled in front of like 200 kids. It was like a school show or something. I broke my arm, and I went, God damn it, fuck, in front of all these kids. It was a Christian school, and I was just hurt. Dead quiet, and like all these old dudes, like all these old style wrestlers are fucking like all kind of. One of them grabs my arm that's all fucked up, and he went, "I can fix this," and I went, "If you touch me, I'll kill you." Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "I'll fuck you up." So they had to drive me to like they had to put me they had to put me in an ambulance and take me to some like really shitty hospital.
Yeah.
And I was scared. I was like, oh my God, like I can't wrestle for like months.
Right.
And I was supposed to go to Canada. This was a few years ago. I was supposed to go to Canada for the first time. Mm-hmm. And I wrestled 2 weeks later on a broken arm.
With the cast.
Yeah. Well, it was they put me in like a really nice brace.
Got
So I
it.
just braced it up. But the funniest thing is they were going to pop it back in. And he was like, "Do you feel pain?" I was like, "I'm in so much pain." So they gave me all this morphine.
Yeah.
I didn't feel nothing after the first shot.
Okay.
But it felt so good. They're like, "You still feel pain?" I was like, "Yep." So,
Yeah, let me get some more.
they gave me like 3 like doses of it.
Okay.
Like I think I remember audibly telling like one of the nurses, like, "How do you feel?" I was like, "Oh, my ass is looser than a wizard's sleeve. Like it's fucking locked up."
Some of that Oklahoma talk.
Oh yeah.
Dude. So like Glory Pro is legit. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, it's
on
legit.
TV, pay-per-view events.
Oh yeah.
And the You wrestle in some of these smaller leagues, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have a preference?
I mean, you know, there's just some like smaller league stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's totally fine. Like I love the people who work there, and like sometimes the crowds are small. But that's that's whatever. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But man, you get into some like really. I've been to some shitty shows.
Yeah.
There's like 2 people in the crowd in like bumfuck Illinois.
You still wrestle the same way?
Yeah.
Did you wrestle in that indoor soccer arena?
I've never wrestled there.
It's in Illinois. It's the same people, I think, that do Broadway Athletic Club. Mm-hmm. You've been there? Have you wrestled there?
So I'm wrestling there for the first time tonight. That's where Glory Pro's running at.
Tight?
Yeah.
Dude, the Broadway Athletic Club, I remember I've gone there a bunch of times to see wrestling. I really like wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Are you aware, dude, of like you and what is going on in there is these people's everything? You know what I mean? Like they are so into it.
You know, I never, like, sometimes I forget to think about that. Because, like, it's crazy that people, it's crazy to think sometimes that people will pay $40 to go see a wrestling show, to come see you. Rather, if they're going to see a bigger name, like, they're still here to see you, and they're going to watch the show. You know what I mean? So, like, I do forget about that when you just said that.
Little kids, dude, you're like, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite places to wrestle at were like the smaller shows in Texas, like in like Laredo, like close to Mexico and stuff, because like wrestling's really huge in Mexico and Texas and everything. So like those little kids, like they just in love with you, and they'll buy all your stuff. Like that doesn't really like matter, but like they just want to like have a piece of you. You know what I mean? Like they want a shirt or a pictures and like all that stuff. So I really love that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when like kids and like fans come up and they talk to you, that's like the best part.
I don't know. Well, dude, is there anything you want to talk about?
Dude, I'm down to talk about whatever. I wanted to say, like, me and my wife were talking about this last night. We were like, when I told her I'll be doing this, like small business wise, like a lot of fucking like small businesses like went down. Like, we were just like shocked that like you guys handled it so well. Like you were like delivering people in your own car, like donuts and shit like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Dude, I was like scared, and I was like, I don't know if you've gotten like this in your life. You're like, man, if I stop, I might not be able to keep going.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't care. And you probably do this in your own life and you don't even know it. I mean, at these shows, dude, I was like, you realize it sometimes, like, man, people might be watching me, right?
Yeah.
For my example.
Yeah.
On what to do. And at the time, I do the best I can with the information I have, right? And I'm like, I'm going to be an example of like, what it means. I try to teach my kid, like, you're not brave unless you're scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So here's some, it's not like, oh, I'm so awesome, but like some bravery, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That like, man, I'm scared and I could clam up. We could like shudder for a while. And I was like, I don't think that's right to do.
No.
So yeah, dude, I appreciate you saying that. We were just like, yeah, that was driven by like, I don't know, faith and fear, but
no, man, it was cool, man. I was just seeing a bunch of places shut down. I was like, God, if fucking Strange Donuts, like, besides that, don't fucking take this from me.
yeah, no, dude. I was like, we're gonna do whatever. I had like crazy plans, dude, of like legal and illegal things, dude. Straight up, I was like,
I mean, you gotta do it.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna by any means. Yeah, dude. But I appreciate you saying that. Are there any local businesses you want to shout out?
Man, there's a buffet, like not buffet, but a Chinese restaurant that me and my wife go to. That was like our first dates going up there. It's called the Great Wall down south.
Okay.
It's the best place. So shout out them on Telegraph. That's the
Great Wall.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the spot, man.
Okay. Right on. The dude, anything you want to say you love or hate or?
Dude, I don't. Fuck it. Just,
yeah.
just,
you keep to yourself.
Yeah.
Dude, the Tao Poo. You should check this book out.
Yeah.
The Tao Poo. And we'll wrap up. These things are quick, dude. It's like bing, bang, boom.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Yeah,
right.
It's cool.
So, like, the Tao Poo is Taoism explained through Poo. Poo seems a lot like you in this thing. Like, I just do my thing. I'm by myself. Eeyore is like complaining, right? Mm-hmm. And Pooh's like, I got this honey.
Yeah, that's all I need.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Piglet is like, the sky is falling all the time, and he's like, look at the trees right here. Like, he just pays attention to where he is right then.
Yeah.
And it's explained, like, obviously through Pooh and all those characters, but it seems so simple. I've been thinking a lot. I read that book, I don't know, probably 15 years ago, dude. And and I've been thinking a lot about that lately. like the balance between caring, showing up, doing what you can,
Yeah.
and also like I'm just gonna mind my business
Absolutely.
and make sure I'm acting right.
Yeah.
That's all I can control.
Yep. Absolutely, man. I'm gonna read that book.
Yeah, it's out,
do
dude.
that.
For real, tell me what you think, dude. There was I'm gonna say this on here. Usually I've been saying this afterwards, dude. But have you ever floated like on a float tank or sensory deprivation stuff?
I want to so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a coupon code for float STL. You can go for free.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Thanks,
yeah.
man.
And if you need tires, you need tires. M&M Tire in Cahokia, Illinois, dude.
Hell
They're
yeah.
one of our sponsors. Hook you up with some tires. I'll
Okay.
give you a little link for it, dude. But that's it. Is there anything you want to say? I was like super excited to meet you, dude. And for real, like
No, I was excited to meet you.
a little enamored.
Dude,
Like,
you're my saint. You're my celebrity. When I saw you in a strange night, I went, "Fuck, there he is." I want to say something, but I can't. And I
hey,
walked
dude,
out.
come on. I'm just a dude, but I get it. Anytime, dude, that I see you share stuff and you like a little fanboy, dude.
Oh, man.
I swear to God, I do. I'm like, oh my God, he's talking about us. You did this big ass gainer, right?
Yeah.
Like in the Strange Donuts shirt. I can't if it was a Strange Donuts shirt, you had it done, or like Strange Donuts gives me fuel to do this. I can't remember what it was, but dude, I was like giddy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
man,
I'm a
thanks,
big
man.
fan, and I appreciate it, dude. And the stuff you do is tight. So you're at Off Broadway tonight. This won't air tonight, but do you have any other upcoming events that you want to plug?
So yeah, some upcoming shows. Got Glory Pro. I think their next show is gonna be May 22nd at I think at the Athletic Club as well. So
Right.
I mean, if that comes out before, and then I'll be in Texas quite a bit. There's not a lot of wrestling going on, so I'm trying to go back to like my home state where I trained at. There's a heavy metal pro wrestling. Check them out. They're like they're like the best promotion in Texas going right now.
Right on.
So like I just hype them up as much too.
Right on, man.
So
Well, cool. Thanks for coming today,
yeah,
brother.
dude. Thank you, man. This show was so fun.
All right, tight. Be good.